Good morning and welcome to today's presentation. My name is Pete Stolzers. I'm the founder of One Option and I'm going to show you something very exciting today. The presentation is going to primarily revolve around day trading and around my chat room. However, the exact same pattern that I'm going to show you also applies to swing trading. The S&P 500 has been making 20-point moves higher and 30 points down the next day, been chopping all over the place. So swing trading has not been something that we've been able to do for the last couple of months. So we have been focusing more on day trading. You're going to see some incredible opportunities. As soon as the market gets into more of a trending type situation, then obviously we're going to be doing a lot of swing trading. So this is the pattern that we look for. This is all we trade. We trade this on a swing trading basis and we trade it on a day trading basis. There are four elements that we look for. We look for a price compression. That would be in this blue shaded area. We look for a buy signal from my trading system. That's the green arrow right there. And we look for a breakout through horizontal resistance. We're also looking for volume spikes. So we want all of this to happen at about the same time. Once we have all four of these criteria, our probability of success is very, very high. And these breakouts tend to produce sustained moves. So we can swing trade them, provided that we've got the market working in our favor. We can also day trade them. So once we know that we like the stock on a daily basis, a longer term basis, if you will, then we can zero in and look for opportunities for day trades. And I'm telling you, we make money every single day in the chat room. And I'm going to make money this morning. So let's start taking a look at some of the different setups that we might have for today. Let's find some trades. That's all this is about, is making money, finding trades. I'm going to introduce you to my chat room. You're going to see my traders in there. They're going absolutely gonzo right now finding trades. So this is my trading platform. It has a lot of searches, and the real-time quotes are currently being pulled in through Tradier Brokerage. Tradier is a fantastic brokerage firm. They offer some of the lowest commission rates I've seen in the industry, and the platform interfaces with them. So you can actually trade through the platform and execute their trades as well. So all I'm going to do is click through and take a look and see if I can spot this pattern. Right here, we're already on Canadian Pacific Railway, and I'm not going to delve into all that the platform offers. I'll just say that it has an incredible amount of tools. So here we've got our horizontal breakout. We've got our buy signal. We have heavy volume, and I'm going to zoom in on a 5-minute chart. I want to take a look at it. I love this right here, 153.79. I'd buy it. I'm going to put it down 153.79. I'm not going to actually execute trades because I don't want to be preoccupied with my trades, but CP 153.79. I've got that logged as a trade that we're doing. We're going to continue to go down and take a look at other trades. Win, didn't really get the compression in here that I'm looking for, so I'm just going to keep going down. We're just going to keep looking. And then we're going to go into some more specialized searches to find that setup. This is nice. You've got your compression in here. You've got your breakout through horizontal resistance here. You've got your good volume. So I'm going to go into a 5-minute chart. What we'll be looking for day trades is a pullback, and we'll be looking for a price compression, something like this, and then we'll be looking for a breakout to the upside. That'll be our signal to get in. I believe Chinese stocks are going to be red hot when China's market opens tonight. We have been getting long since Friday on that big reversal. Go into NetTease, take a look at that. And I'm going to take a look at 5-day high right now, just see what's moving in here, see if anything catches my eye. And then I'm going to go into some more specific searches. 3M, that is Beautiful. That's a really nice breakout right there. There's your compression. There's your buy signal. There's your breakout. I hope all of you are able to see this. I teach this in my chat room. Okay, so I provide daily examples. There's your price compression. There's your breakout. There's your buy signal. There's your volume. 3M looks excellent. And look at it push higher. That is nice. I'm going to go into market view and see the S&Ps are already up 16 points right now. Take a quick look. We got to get our market bearing here. SPY is going to be coming up on a little bit of a resistance point here at 200. So you can see how it tried to get through 200 and it's backing off a little bit on a 5-minute basis. So we want to make sure that we've got the market working in our favor. And once we do, we'll get into that 3M trade. So let me go into some reversals here and check out some of these stocks. You're going to see some really nice ones. That is classic. Okay, this is classic right in here. It's a $300 stock, BlackRock. Compression, breakout, buy signal, volume. You see how easy it is to find these? Let's take a look at a 5-minute chart. Ooh, I like that, BLK. Now you're not going to do a whole lot of shares on something like this, but at that 119.63 level, if the market weren't pulling back right now a little bit, I'd be all over it because this stock wants to go. So I wrote that on my watch list and we'll keep an eye on that. Just going to go through and I'm looking for that tight price compression that I mentioned earlier. And I've got BLK written down as a possibility. And because I'm running recording software this morning, everything's a little bit slower than it would be normally in terms of the charts updating and all. But without that recording software, click, 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 we're flying through charts. So I'm also going to take a look at some very specialized searches that zero in on the pattern. And so right now, just trying to load the C-Trip chart. So if we take a look at what the overall market has given us, basically, and let me flavor what's happening there first. We had a nasty sell-off in August. We had a bottom at 182 on the SPY. We bottomed out, and then last week, we actually tested the closing low from August. So we went back down to SPY 187.20, and we tested that low, but we weren't able to penetrate it, and the market bounced off of that level immediately. So as soon as we bounced off of it, that was last Wednesday. On Thursday, we got a really soft round of news. We had ISM manufacturing came in weak, and we had Russia invading Syria. If the market were going to sell off, it would have been able to do that last Thursday. But we weren't able to go back down and test that 187.20 level. And so I'll just bring the SPY up real quick. We weren't able to go back and test that 187 level. And then Friday, we get a horrible jobs report and the market sells off 20 S&P points. We never got close to that low and the market took off. So as soon as we saw that reversal, we started getting as long as we possibly could because now we have a double bottom with the neckline right up in this level right here. Okay, so we're getting through this resistance right in here, which is at about 200. That's what the market's struggling with right now. So you got to keep your eye on what's happening longer term. As soon as we get through this level, we should be able to get to 205 with ease. I'm going to bring up lists, and we're going to take a look at some of the stocks I've been following, and we'll see how they're doing today. Perfect example. We've made a lot of money on BITA, and I think it's got plenty of room to run. So let me go back through the formula here, the things that we're looking for. We're looking for that compression right in here. We're looking for the breakout through horizontal resistance, which we got. It's had heavy volume. It's got the buy signal. So we're off to the races. This stock could easily run back into the $44 level. CLNE is one that we bought yesterday. That's doing well. Take a look at market view right now. We're back up to the high of the day, and we're going to take a look at BLK, and there it goes. So we're going to take a position in BLK. 320.05 we'll use as our entry point, and you can see on the chart 320.05 is where we were at. Now it's starting to run. Take a look at some other stocks that we've been in. That's right up on that resistance. There's your compression. There's your breakout. There's your buy signal. Made a lot of money on that yesterday. Highlighted MRO yesterday before the open. Man, did we make money on some calls yesterday. That's continuing to push higher. That looks pretty good. Ooh, this looks like a pretty good setup here. Nice cheap little $7.70 stock. And we're going to zoom in on the 5-minute chart. It's compressing right now. This would be good for a day trade. So we'll be looking for it to compress, 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 and then boop, pop up just a little bit. Then we know we're ready to enter and let it go. SGY, what an animal yesterday. We're probably gonna, there's your little compression intraday right here. We made 13% trading this stock yesterday. I had to show you this daily chart. Look at that run. 13% trading a stock unleveraged in a day. There's our buy signal, compression, breakout. That's what I'm gonna try and find today. Unit was another one that we were on yesterday, big time. 16% winner in a day. So I'm looking for, folks. WUBA, love it. Starting to move. Compressing right near the high. So I'm going to write this down. It's one that we're going to want to consider for a trade right now. I'm also going to go in and I'm going to create a list. I'm going to click create and I'm just going to put web for webinar, BLK, and I'm going to put CP down and just going to hit enter, save it and close it. And now we're going to be able to track those stocks. BLK is already up about 70 cents for us. CP, we got in at 153.79. That's up about 12 cents for us. And we're not even started yet. So let me take a look at one of my very specialized searches here. It's called Pop Bull. All of these stocks conform to the pattern. Oh, that's a nice, right there, compression, moving higher, DOV. You can see based on the candle, it's trying to get through this level. And it's going to come in and compress in here. So I'm going to put DOV on my list because we're going to want to come back and check this. And like I said, I've already shown you a couple stocks that are continuing to move higher. HAL, look at it, just continue to push. There's your breakout, compression, horizontal resistance. There's your there is your horizontal breakout. And unfortunately, because I'm using two monitors with different screen resolutions, I'm not able to scroll down and get all of my technical studies, or I'd be putting the volume up. I'm not going to worry about it right now, but I do want to get in on HAL. That looks super good. $40.95 current price. We're going to buy some HAL. We're not going to go big because I'd rather buy it on a little bit of a pullback. We're going to quickly check the market. Yep, we're right on the highs of the day, so we're still good there. It's going to come back and compress. See, this is exactly why you don't want to rush in too early. Is on the ITW trade, you can see how the stock rallied out of the gate and now it's pulling back. This is going to be an excellent trade when it compresses in here, okay? And even if you're swing trading, you got everything you need. You got your double bottom here, you got your horizontal breakout. I'm sure the volume is nice. You've got a good buy signal right in here. So you got everything you want. Now you're just trying to get in on a daily basis, like on a day trading basis. So you want to let it pull back, compress, and then we know we want to get in on this trade because we've got everything that we like on a daily basis. How many times do you enter a swing trade during the day and you go, oh crud, I wish I wouldn't have gotten in here. I wish I would have gotten in here. Well, this same technique is going to help you when you're trying to enter day trades. And all I'm doing, wow, that's a runner. Incidentally, I'm going to go back to my list. I'm going to bring up web and I'm going to enter HAL in here. So that we can track what we're currently long. That EDC, look at that breakout. That is nice. That is emerging markets bull 3 times. So this is an ETF. If you like trading ETFs, it's running. And it is just grinding higher. So emerging markets are getting some pretty good action today. I don't know if I want to trade EDC though. Anytime I see a three times ETFs are okay for day trading, but I sure wouldn't want to hold a position in them. You're really trading against the 8-ball. This is nice. FCX. Look at that breakout right there. Buy signal is way back in there, which is a nice buy signal, but this is a nice breakout up in here. Keep looking though. I did buy some SLV, some silver yesterday. That looks pretty good. VNO, that is a nice compression right in there. That's a good buy signal right in there. Stock's got a little bit of upside in here. Taser, wow, that's a beautiful compression right in there. You got your buy signal there. You got your horizontal breakout there. Let's see what it's doing on a, yeah, I think we can buy some Taser. We're going to buy some Taser at 25.11. Let's go into the chat room and see what's going on. So you can see FDX, these guys are already in here on some of the stocks that we're trading. Everything that is posted in the chat room has to fit the pattern. It has to fit the pattern. If not, I'm going to click on the member and I'm going to have my own private chat with them. The reason for this is I don't want a bunch of random garbage in here. I like Netflix and I don't like Amazon. There's no basis, there's no premise behind the trade, there's nothing. Everything we do in the chat room is 100% laser focused on the pattern. So when I see somebody come in here and post a trade, let's just scroll down and see Richard bought MUSA. So we're going to pretend like we're trading today and type in MUSA. And then I'm going to go to the daily chart. This is exactly what I would do. Hey, Richard likes MUSA. Let's see if I can bring the chart up and find the pattern. Well, heck yeah. There's the compression. There's the breakout. There's the buy signal. I like it. I think I'll join Richard. And that's what we do. This is a think tank for us. All of us are trying to help each other find trades. And you would be shocked at what we see. See, here's Dave is watching a compression on RYAM. Just like I told you before, this is what I teach. Teaching people how to enter trades. And I'm going to put in here So I just let everybody know stocks that I'm tracking right now. Incidentally, no one in the chat room right now even knows that I'm doing a webinar. And I might go in a little bit later and ask a couple questions of them, which I typically like to do. BNS, this is a really nice trade right in here. $46 stock, love the breakout. It's got everything we want. And let's see on a 5-minute basis if it's starting to, it's getting a little heavy up in here. So I'd want to hold off on that. Go back to our daily chart. Just going to keep on looking. I love trading the first 3 hours of the day. I usually sit out the first half hour unless I see something super compelling. There's VNO again. This looks like a really good trade. Just a little concerned about the upside because I don't see a whole lot of upside in there, so I'd rather buy it on a pullback. There's your compression. There's your breakout right there. So M-chip with a little bit more time here might actually be a really nice trade. That's pretty good. A little bit wide in there. I like to see nice tight patterns in here too. This is just a little bit wider than I would like to see. So just keep on looking. We've got a couple of other searches we're going to visit. This is pretty nice in here. You've got a prior high flyer, industrial goods, TRI, Trimas. Take a look. Manufacture, distribute products worldwide, packaging, aerospace, defense. Well, we know defense stocks have done well. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. TRS, a little bit choppy. Got a couple I want to check up on. Stocks we've already looked at. EDC, ITW. Okay, we want to see that compression right in here. WUBA's got, we're going to buy some WUBA at 50.02. Okay, $50.02. Everybody see that right here? So here's what we've got working for it. We've got our, today the stock moves higher. It's been right on the high of the day. It compresses up in here right on the high. It's getting ready to run. I actually own some of this from previously, so that is a perfect setup right in there. If you are day trading today and you want to take a trade, this is a pretty good one. I'm going to go into our list and we're going to take a look at what we've already got in here, and we're going to add WUBA to it, and we'll check up on our other stocks. Okay, good. So we've got CP is moving our way. BlackRock $300 stock is a little bit underwater. We're at 320, so we're down about 40 cents. We got to let this thing move around a little bit. We know we've got the pattern we like, so we'll take a look at it on a 5-minute basis, make sure that we're still on track here. So it ran up. It's compressing a little bit. We don't want to see it come back too much more than this, though. We've got CP. That looks nice. Grind, grind, grind. HAL. Grind, grind, grind. We're good there. WUBA. Go, baby. There we go. That's the uptick we're looking for. All right, let's find some others. Looking for the pattern. We had Taser that we did as well. I need to add that to the list to make sure that we're keeping current with everything that we've got. And we're about 30 minutes into the webinar. That's pretty much where we've been in, so we're still okay on that. Take a quick market look. Pretty flat, up about 19. That's where we've been. See if we can find a couple more stocks here. We'll go to another search. And we've got a couple that we're looking to get in on that compression too. So we've got plenty of stuff working here. That's pretty nice. Double bottom coming out of that compression here. Pretty good. Not great, pretty good. CDW on a new high, that's pretty nice right in there. It's trying to push higher. I'm a little more interested right now, quite honestly, in stocks that have been beaten down. And I'm going to go into another search here and are starting to rebound. Boy, that's a pretty big move in there. Basic material, iron producer, Vale. Oh, let's do a cheap little play here and go in at 534 on Vale. And I'm going to add that. Vale at 534. And we're going to add it to our list. Some of these cheap little stocks, you would be amazed at how far they can run. It's truly incredible. Like I said yesterday, we were in SGY, 13% that stock ran up. So we're going to keep taking a look. We're going to form a little basket of stocks here that we like, and then we'll see how they do. And that's pulling back. So we got the market not really doing a whole lot right now. EROC, we're going to take a look at Eagle Rock. Ooh, like that. $1.74. I'm not going to touch that one, but boy, if some of you like trading these cheap stocks, there's one for you. That's pretty nice, but no follow through. Come back here. Now we're going to take a look at a couple of these stocks like ITW. Again, we're waiting for that price compression, and it's still pulling back. No go. We had EDC was another one that we kind of liked, and that's going to pull back. Take a look at the market. Now we've got about a 3-point S&P pullback. This is what I told traders this morning before I started this webinar, was that you're going to see a lot of excitement on the open. Well, the S&P was only up about 9 points at that time. So I said, let the excitement run its course. Wait for the market to come in. We're about an hour into trading, and then you're going to get a compression on the S&P, and then you should see a little bit of follow through. We've already exhausted a fair amount of energy just getting up to this resistance level. And this is a target that I had about a week from now. And you can see we're right up on that horizontal resistance line. Still quite a ways to go before we get to that 100-day moving average. But it's going to take a little bit of power to get through there, and you can see how quickly we've moved up to this point. It's just been in a matter of a few days. So I don't care too much that the market rallies today. I just don't want to get caught if it sells off. And so yesterday you saw the market try and rally early, and it spent most of the day trying to recover. Today we're higher, so I mean it's all good. As long as I have a flat to slightly higher market, these bullish trades are breaking out. They're going to perform very, very well. And look at Rio breakout right there. I'm going to take a look at some stocks that we got into yesterday. These are all stocks that were triggered by the system. And you're going to see some pretty incredible gains this morning. You can see CLNE we got in yesterday. We're already out for a 10% winner. Now this is on the investor product. So if you are a stock buyer and you like to swing trade and buy stocks under $20, we hit 13% winner in one day yesterday. I showed you SGY. We had a 16% winner in one day. That was UNT yesterday. We bought CLNE yesterday. Take a look at that one. Look at that. Bought it yesterday. Whoosh. Beautiful trade. VDSI. I really like this stock, and actually, if it's continuing to compress and move higher, I would have no issue getting long this stock. A lot of nice winners in here. And there's one that's up $1, you know, on a $19 stock. That's a 5% gain. Same deal here. This pattern works really well. And I'm getting very close to doing the Q&A part of the presentation. I'm going to go in and take a look at how our stocks are doing right now. Normally I'd have a I'd be monitoring them very closely. But right now we're just kind of looking for some trades. So why don't I answer some questions right now, and then we'll be able to come back and take a look at what everything is doing. You know, we're getting a little bit of a pullback right now. So 1565 on the S&P. And let's see what the SPY is doing here. And that's why the stocks are pulling back right now too. Do any of you in attendance have any questions about the pattern, the platform, how it all kind of fits together? What can I answer for you? I know a lot of you are, about half of you are day traders and half of you, it seems, are swing traders. There is a pop-up window that you can use in the webinar screen, and that will allow you to type in your questions. This is the next logical step. I'm going to put my chat up here. And I'm going to go to my home page. If you are a trader, which I assume most of you are since you're in the webinar during trading hours, click on Traders and you're going to see that I offer a platform, a scanner, and an elite subscription. All three of these are what you're currently seeing. And this is for very, very active accounts. Most of us are day traders who like to swing trade. There's also an investor product group. Stock trader, I just showed you the different stocks that we got into. You can see the track records on everything. Option buyer, credit spreader. So these are all available. And what happens is that I've got very specific searches that bring these stocks to my attention. I review them and I go through exactly the same process that I just showed you, and then I accept or I reject the trade. And the easiest thing for you to do is to go to the home page, which is www.oneoption.com. On that home page, if you scroll down to the bottom, you're going to see a free trial. This is the 1 week free trial. You sign up for it, you're going to have everything. You're going to have the platform, you're going to have the scanner, you're going to have access to my chat room, so you can see what we're trading every day. You're also going to have access to the 3 investor products that I showed you. And so to get into the investor products, once you've started the trial, you click on My Stocks, and then you use the drop-down menu. And for instance, Stock Trader we'll look at. And there you can see. Here's our exit today is CLNE, 75 cents. You can see all of your open positions down here as well with a chart. So that's how you access the investor products. This tutorial page is filled with videos. Spend some time in this tutorial page and you're going to know everything that we offer. But again, the most important thing is this 1 week free trial. Sign up for it. You're going to have everything. If you've got any questions, you can come into the chat room and you can ask the questions there. So just when you go into chat, you can click on Pete and right there, and then you'll be able to have a private chat with me. And Alan, you're on right now. I think you were trying to private chat with me. Can't help you during the webinar, but once I'm off the webinar, I'd be happy to help you out. So let's take a look at what the market's doing here. We're continuing to get a little softness. And we'll go into the 5-minute chart. We had the gap higher. And then we're compressing. And all of these stocks are pretty much doing the same thing. We're fairly close to our entry point on just about everything. Here we're off by $1. I'm hanging on to this stock. In fact, I'll probably add on this compression. We've only got about 20 minutes left in the webinar right now, but if I were trading, I'd be looking to add onto any of these positions, and in particular, if I see one that's holding up particularly well, I'm going to be looking to add to that position. So I can tell you right off the bat that Taser is holding up really well, and in fact, it's up about 8 or 9 cents, even with the market pulling back. That's what we would call relative strength, and that's how we identify the best trades as well. And we'll go back in here. We'll take a look at what's going on in. You can see somebody just took some profits here on SKT. They've been in Tech D as well. AXRA, $7 stock, made 15 cents. That's a nice trade. I'm just seeing if there's some people are looking at Facebook in here. Haven't seen any option trades, but if you go back in the archives of the chat room, here's VDSI, posted that this morning. You've already seen that chart. I'm going to scroll back into yesterday very, very briefly. And I just keep going back and it'll take me further back into the chat. And then here you can see some of the stocks that we were in yesterday. And I was hoping to show you, here's Dave, MRO, made $1.15 per call contract yesterday. We were on that very, very early, made a buck on SanDisk calls. So we make money in here every single day. Right now we're in a little bit of a flat spot with the market pulling back, but as soon as it starts to recover, these are going to be our stocks. These are going to be the ones that run. And trying to see if I can get into Taser and show you. See how this is grinding higher and higher? I'm going to add at 25.18. So I'm going to be adding more to that position. I'm going to be looking for compressions right now. See if I can pick something up on a scoop like this black. BLK, not yet. It's got to compress for me. CP, it's pulling back too. Got a little ahead of itself. You can see the S&P pulling back. So we're giving up some ground. Probably would have held off on trades, but if I would have, then all I would have been showing you right now is just a bunch of stocks that I might be trading later in the day. But let me go into my chat room and I will show you the post that I did before the market even opened today. And you'll be able to check the timestamp on it to make sure that I'm actually speaking the truth. So here's my comment at 7:45 this morning, 45 minutes before the open. All of our overnights are going to benefit from the open. As far as new trades, take it easy. Let the excitement wane. Okay, so that's the advice that everybody's following. And right now we're coming into this compression. This is when we're going to start getting super active. You never know when it's going to happen, if it's going to be half an hour after the open, if it's going to be an hour after the open, or an hour and a half. But all the stocks in the process that you've seen, it works extremely well for swing trading. And by the way, in the platform, you'll also get my market comments every day before the open. And my market comments they're spot on. So we caught the huge sell-off in August, and we've also caught the snapback rally that started last Friday. Take a little bit of a look here. If none of you have any questions, then I'm going to conclude the webinar, and I'm hoping that you take the free trial. Are there any questions that I can answer for any of you? Any stocks that you'd like me to take a look at? Okay, well, I appreciate your attending the webinar this morning. I hope you'll go to my website and take the free trial. It's www.oneoption.com, and the free trial is right on the home page. Just go down to the lower left-hand corner. If you're a day trader or you're a investor / swing trader, take the 1 week free trial. I'll get you set up. You're going to see some really, really hot trades today. And if you take the trial and you come into the chat room, I'll show you how all these trades turn out today, because you're going to see me go in there and post. As long as the market starts to hold its own in here, which I believe it will, you're going to see these stocks rally higher. So all we need is for the market to find that support level. Thank you so much for attending. I look forward to having you on board.